Welcome to Tarot Time, y'all. Let's see what the universe has for you today. I'm seeing something real astrological. Astrological, So already I'm seeing kind of like a little bit of Capricorn, a little bit of Gemini energy, meaning things being strategic. There's a sense of strategy today, as well as, or maybe not a Gemini, maybe Virgo, maybe the sibling to Gemini, because there's this strategic planning and something to build out a strong and sturdy foundation in future for you. Okay. So we have Libra, we have Venus, I relate. So being very relatable. Okay, let me see. What else? What else you got in here? North Node. So that's about your karmic destiny, things you're learning, things that are new. Mercury. So that's what I was talking about with both Gemini and Virgo energy that's coming up today, that I was channeling before. Creativity. So these are the certain places that you should specifically be focusing on. Okay, come on. What else? You slipping and sliding. Cancer energy. So that is the mother. That is the mood. Waxing crescent. Inspiration. Creativity. Put you right there. Okay, if you hopping, you hopping. Chiron, wounded healer, last quarter moon transition, letting go. So there's this message that is popping up at the same exact time as you are going forth in your journey of, the wounded healer. And the wounded healer is the person who is, or the area of your life in which you are able to heal others, but you can't seem to heal yourself. Aries, okay, talk about that fire, talk about that action and that fear. Second house is what you have. So those are the areas of your lives that are definitely coming up. Retrograde. So that's a moment to do some internal reflection. Solar eclipse, super powerful. Solar eclipse is embracing change, revelation, courage, determination, and connection. So that's like it's essentially very Aquarian, very Uranian. You are just stepping into that. Virgo, which we talked about earlier in the channeling itself. Gemini, which we also talked about earlier in the channeling itself. And let me get one more. Aquarius, which we actually were just mentioning a second ago. So let's see what's going on. Oh, okay, I will pay attention to you. It's saying, pay attention to me, I'm important. Waxing crescent, inspiration, creativity, growth, accomplishment, and learning. So it's a time for you today to get very, very inspired. That's a very simple way to put it. Did I do right, universe? Let me know. Let me know if I'm slipping, okay? Because it is a moment today of connectedness to a higher aspect of inspiration, a higher aspect of who you are, what you are, how you do when you do what you're doing, if you're doing it right, okay? You feel me? So it's that kind of energy right there. North Node, and then, let me see. Put the houses. We got retrograde stuff going on. Actually want to put that right there. Did I get all the houses? Give me two. Slap me down one then. Okay. I connect and I relate. So you have that Aquarius energy still happening. Oh, I need one more. Okay. Hello. More to love. And the 12th house. Okay. So we seem to have a bunch of houses up here. So it's telling us where. So let's see. Let's put them in order. Boom, 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 boom. So we have the 2nd house, the 5th house, the 7th house, the 11th house, and the 12th house, which represents Taurus, Leo, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces. So these are all the areas in your life that are really going to be coming up for you to focus on today. Okay. Cool. Okay. So now that we are looking at what's going on today, the energy today is going to be definitely a noisy one. in which it might be a little bit more difficult for you to 100% surrender to what it is that you need to do or what it is you're trying to get done or you're trying to accomplish. But look, like, you just got to be able to shout above everything else, because the most important thing is you're setting out a strong and sturdy foundation for your North Node, for your karmic destiny, for where you want to go to in the front of your life, to where you need to be, to all of that energy and things like that. So that's what's coming up here. And that's why you're really fighting against who you were before and fighting for your actual destiny. And so the two things that are really popping out to me would be the 7th house, and it would also be the 11th house. One is Libra and one is Aquarius. So we have this energy. They're both air signs, but they're very interesting because Libras are typically easier to get along with because they just like things around them to feel comfortable. And they also like to be themselves relatable. Now, they can be very, when it comes to the aesthetic beauty, they can be very picky if you're very close to them. But overall, they just want people to feel very comfortable around each other. So there's a sense of you today that wants just your life to be in peace. And then you also have this energy with Aquarius, or the 11th house, where you want to connect. You're missing people today. You're missing, like, wanting to be around people, and specifically wanting to be creative with other people, because for you, there's this 2 energy going on. There's this the Taurian energy, and then there's also this Piscean energy. And the energy there is basically saying, like, oh, I know that when I am with other people, when I'm able to be around other people, connect to other people, and create, this, like, very interesting things that you want to do, whether it's artsy fartsy stuff or whatever. When you do that, you feel like you have more, and it's an energetic have. And that always materializes into something, especially with that 2nd house. Now, this is all a representation of your North Node, so you definitely have to connect in with that. North Node is where you need to be, but it's also really uncomfortable because it's things you've never learned. So you may not trust yourself along a process that you're like, okay, this is where I need to go, but I'm so scared. You might want to shrink back into the ways that you used to do things, but don't do that. And the reason why is because you're not going to be able to go where you need to go in this life if you continue to shrink back into your old ways. It's okay. Even if you are shaking in your stripper boots, just jump up and just continue to go after what it is you want. And then there's these little bits of information that's popping up today. One of it is releasing, which we have as surrendering here, but releasing, nurture, and acts of service. Okay, we have transition, letting go, forgiveness, adaptation, so being able to adapt to what's going on, which really is being relatable, and inspiration, creativity, growth, and accomplishment. So a lot of very sun energy going on here, and that can definitely be surmounted by the solar eclipse, which is sending that information of this is this new thing. And then that connects, of course, to your 11th house, which is a lot of Aquarian energy, that pops up and is like, look, we're here, and it's the shock and awe. The Aquarian energy is the shock and awe of, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the shock and awe is like, oh my word, I can't stand this person, or the shock and awe is like, oh my gosh, like, get it done then. That kind of energy is what comes up. And so you got to be the loudest person. I was about to cuss. You got to be the loudest person going on the journey here. Oh, Lord, I'm thirsty. Anyway, let's see if there's anything specifically that you should be paying attention to. I am supported. So no, you are not alone, because there's a strong sense of connection. I'm authentic. Be yourself, baby. Be yourself, loves. I'm a dreamer. That's that Piscean. There's a lot of Piscean energy going on this week. I am wild and free. So this is you releasing yourself from a bound of which you used to feel much more free. I am open to receive. Give me the last one, please. I'm lovable. You were all those things and so much more. So let's go ahead and jump into the extended read. If you want to have access to the extended read, the link is in the description box. Be a part of the inside crew, y'all. Okay, I'll see you in a second, love.